Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. We've got a unique puzzle in front of us here. This is by Richard. I don't think I've done a puzzle by Richard before, but they've apparently done a ton of these things. This is Sudoku variants that they're doing a series of, and supposedly they were just going to keep making variants until they run out of ideas. Looks like they're up to 429, so they've got tons of ideas. This one is called German Whispered Dots, which looked intriguing to me. So depending on how this one goes, we might have to go back and look at Richard's other rules or puzzles and try to pick some more up. But let's jump into this one, see what we can figure out. So again, German Whispered Dots by Richard. Apply classic Sudoku rules. So every row, column, and 3x3 box will contain the digits 1 through 9 once each. We've got some given digits here. That's interesting. All horizontally and vertically neighboring digits with a difference of 5 or more are marked with a green dot. Okay, neighboring digits with a difference of 4 or less are not marked with a green dot. So this is essentially a massive negative constraint. What we're going to know is that all of these digits that have green dots on them will act as German whispers. So this one here will have to be at least 5 away from this one, and this one will be 5 away from that one. And because it states that all of them are given, none of the remaining groupings can ever work that way. So this couldn't be a 1-6 pair here, because that would break. There would have to be a green dot between them. So interesting. I can't remember if we've done a puzzle that had a green dot type of situation before or not. I'm struggling to remember if they have, but anyway, if we have, I'll try to find it. I don't know that we have, so I may never be able to find it. But anyway, this looks like it's going to be a fun one. Let's take a look at it. Links in the description below. Let's get at it. See if we can solve it. See if we can figure this thing out. Now, the first thing I want to do is look at 5s, I think, because we've got a lot of these German whispers, and we never can put a 5 on a German whisper. So let's start removing everything German whisper and 5. And see if we can, we can start finding things. I thought we would get into that. So that's going to be 1. That's going to be, this is, let's pull these all together, and then we'll go back through and plop these in. I'll do my little coloring technique. These are 5s. These are not. These are not. Can we get, oh wait, this one here is, again, doesn't look like we have any extra digits we can put in. So let's just put these as 5s and get rid of our coloring. And then start thinking about the negative constraints. Like this 8. These guys here can never be from 1, 2, or 3. Because if they are, it would have to have a green dot in front of them. So it's possible it could be a 4, or 6, 7, or 9. Now, does that help in any real way? Good question. Don't know. Well, yes. These can't be 4s, because these would have to be the same value. They would have to both be low, but they can't be 1, 2s, or 3s. Okay, get rid of that option. This is a low digit. 1, 2, or 3. It can't be, well, it could be any of them. No, it can't be 3, because we can't do 8 and 9. So this is 1 or 2 to go with our 6, 7, 9. Now, that doesn't necessarily rule in or out a lot of things, though. But what it does do is say these digits cannot be 5 away from 1 or 2. So they can't be from 7, 8, or 9. So, and they can't be 5, so we'll put these in and we'll probably be able to use the same deduction. 6 would be possible, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we can't ever make these both 6. Yeah, same concept. So these are going to be low digits. This will be high. They will be from 6, 7, and 9. Well, we can't quite rule those out, though. Well, we can say this isn't a 6. So we get the 6, 7, 9 here. One of these will be a 6, so this has to have a 1. There we go. Now, this can't be a 7, because the bare minimum these could be is a 2, 3. So this is 9. This is a 6, 7. The 9 doesn't tell us what these are, but this... okay, well, this 2 does. If we look over here, this is 2. This one isn't. This is a 3, 4 pair. If this is a 3, 4, this has to be a high digit. So it's going to be 8 or 9. Can't be 8, so it is 9. Good. None of these are 9s, so one of these is. That may or may not be helpful down here. Not entirely sure just yet. Let's look at these 2 digits, though. These can't be low digits, because if they are, they would have a green digit next to the 9. They also can't be 5, so they are high digits, 6, 7s, and 8s. This is not 8. We get a 6, 7 pair here. Now, if these are 6, 7s, and 8s, these have to be low, 1, 2, 3s. This can't be a 3. This one can't be a 1, so this can't be a 6. So we get some digits coming through here. What are these guys? 1, 2, 3, and 4 are the options here. So that's something. This can't be a 9, because it would be next to a 1, 2, or 4. This one certainly can. This can't be 9 either, because it has to be the same polarity as this guy. So that pushes 9. These are 2, 3, 4. We get a 2, 3, 4 trip. This is 6, 7, or 8. Now, we can't necessarily rule out any of those options, but we can say this is also 6, 7, or 8 because of the fact that it has to be the same polarity on the German Whisper. This is 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's obviously not a 4. It can't be a 2 either by Sudoku. And it can't be a 3, because this would have to be an 8, 9 pair, and it can't. This is 1. These are not 1s. Good. What else? 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. This is 6, 7, or 8 as well. And we can't necessarily rule anything out there. What we can say, though... no, we can't, can we? I was going to say we can look at the other side of it and say this couldn't be a 2, but it could be, because this could be a 6. And then that wouldn't have the same grouping. Okay. So... we've got a lot of digits put in here. Can we get any further clarifications? This one here has to be high. So 6, 7, 8, 9, not very useful. Anything in here? 2. One of these is a 2. Well, actually, the 1s. This is just a 1. We can put that in. That's something. This then has to be a 2, so that's going to start to trickle in. That doesn't really tell us these guys, though. These have to have 3s and 4s in them. And the other digit is the 6, 7, or 8, whatever's left over. Can't do a negative constraint on these. Actually, this can't be a 7. Because it would have a green dot here. So this is 6. Okay? Therefore, this is 7 and 6. This is not 6. Now that 2 says this isn't 2. One of these will be. That can't be a 2 because it's next to a 7 or an 8. Good. These negative constraints are working quite well. We just have to find them and get through them. I don't think we can do any more with that. Oh yeah, here. This 8 says this is a 4, because it can't be a 3, because otherwise it would be working correctly. It would have to have a dot. That's a 3. 4, 3. Okay. We've got a 6, 7, 8 here. This can't be 8, because again, it would have a dot between them. Okay. Up here, I don't know that we have any. We can continue. This is not a 3 because of that, but we might want to jump into some Sudoku to get ourselves into maybe some of these other groupings here. I guess so. I don't see anything right off the bat, so let's see what we can see. One of these will be a 2. This one can't be, because it would be there. Okay. No. One of these is a 3. I'll put it in. I don't know if that's super helpful right now, but I will put it there. Maybe there's more we can do here, thinking about the negatives, because this is 6, 7, 8, 3, or 4. Well, it's not 6. Get rid of those markings. This is not a 3. Nah, not really. Well, yes, because of the negative constraint in the 2, this can't be 7 or 8, so this is a low digit. That doesn't necessarily do anything there, though. Okay. Not quite. I thought we might have a little something there, but... Now, if we were to figure this was an 8, this would be a 4. And this would be a 3, and that would all work fine. So, okay. There might be more you can determine there. I'm not seeing it currently. So let's go back to what we were trying to find, using digits that we actually have some information for, and see if we can get anything out of them. I don't think we're going to get much this way at the moment, though. Can we do anything with these guys? I think one of these might be restricted and it can get us started on this grouping. Let's say this was a 2. These would have to be high digits. 7s, 8s, and 9s. No, I don't see a restriction there. What about you? That's not really useful. I was going to try to use the negative constraints. Like, this has to be a high digit, because it's not going to be able to pair with a 9. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 are all out. 5 is obviously out, so 6, 7, 8. This can't be a 1. So we're actually pushing a 1 into this grouping with the 5. Which is a little bit curious. Is there anything else like that we can work with? Not really. This 2 is close. I mean, the 1s and the 9s are the best places to go. Oh, this 9 says this can't be a 4. Okay, so that's a 7, 8. This is a 7, 8, so we get a 3, 4. Still not massive. 1s, 8s, 7, 6. The negative constraints, sometimes it just takes a second to see them for me personally, so trying to work through them as best I can. I do want to use you as a negative constraint, but I don't think I can. Because this could be 1, 3, 4, or 6. and all of those will work. It doesn't really help us too much here. What we really need to find is another one of these guys that has the ability to get a digit determined. So that we can start working on these guys. Can we reduce any of these other ones? What about you? You can't be 1, 2, or 3. You could be 4. Can't be 5 or 6, but you could be 7 or 9. Again, trying to find some grouping here that we can use to get moving. Guess one of these is a 3. Does that help in any way? Because that could certainly be a 3. This could definitely be a 3. Because if this was a 3, this is a 9, this is an 8. That forces this to be a 3. And this would be an 8. And then this would be some... Well, this would be like... I think this would just be a 2, which forces this to be a 2. And then it kind of goes on, but we have to figure out how we can make some of that in some valid way of thinking about it. This is a 3. Okay. What about just X-wings? 2s. One of those is a 2. One of these is a 2. None of these are 2s. This is a 2. Now, I think we just ruled this out as being a 3, didn't we? Because we went through the steps. If this is a 3, this is a 9, this is an 8. This is a 3. This would have to be a low digit. It can't be 1, 2, 3, or 4. That would break. This is not 3. These are low. This is high. 8 or 9. These are low. 1, 2, 3, 4. This can't be 1 or 2. This can't be 9 anymore. Get rid of you. Okay. What else can we do? Let's see. Trying to remove this as being a 6. Because if that's a 6, this is a 1. Yeah, that won't work. 6, 1, this would have to be a 3. You're not 6. So this is low, which means this is not 3. This is low. 1, well, can't be 1, 2, 3. This has to be high. Can't be 6. Could be 7 or 8. Okay, we're picking away here. What else can we do? This, oh, the 2 here says this is just 3. This is not. That forces the 8, which forces a 1. Good. That forces a 9. Making some progress. This is not 3. So you are. Good. None of you are 3s, so one of you is. Okay. Let's keep going. We got to keep hitting these negative constraints and seeing how they work. So these two digits, there's not much there, is that? They can't be 1, 2, or 3, but we already knew that because of all the digits here. Let's do another little round of Sudoku hunting. See if anything else starts popping out. One of these is a 2. That might be useful. Not necessarily. The 3 we'd already kind of noted. One of these is a 3. What else? What else? What else? 4s, no. 5s, I think we're still waiting on the 5s to get going again. 6s, probably not. 7s, no. 8s, not really. And 9s. So there's a 9 over here as well. Okay. Was hoping for a little interlude there to get some free information, but it's not looking great. This digit has to be either a 5 or a high. So 5, 6, or 7. This digit has to be high, and it can't be 5. So it's either 6 or 8. Good. That forces this to be low. It's either 1 or 2. This has to be high, so it can't be 3. This has to be... Well, it can't be 6, because you can't put a 1 here. Can't be 8, so it's 7 or 9. This is low. Well, it can't be 7, because this can't be a 1. This is 9. Okay. Keep running through the process. This is low. It has to be 4. It's the only thing left. Good. Oh, what else can we say? 1, 2, 4, and 7. We know one of these is a 4. We know one of these is a 2. I don't think we can necessarily say anything else after that. These are 5, 6s, and 8s. I don't want to put those in yet. Getting a little cloudy there. Okay, but we're gonna have to figure something out. So let's think about the next set here. What about you? It could be 1. Can't be 2, 3, 4. Could be 5. Could be 6. Can't be 7, 8, or 9 because it's next to the 2. Okay, is that giving us anything in any of these things? No, doesn't look like it. Okay. That can't be a 9. What else? Okay, one of these is, which means one of these is. Does this do anything here? What about this digit? It can't be 1, 2, or 3. It could be 4. It could be 6. Well, actually, it can't be 6. It can't be 7, 8, or 9. This is just 4. If this was a 6, this would have to be a 1. So this is 4. This is 9. That's not 9. These are 6 and 7. That forces the 8. This can't be a 1 anymore. What else does it do? The 6, 7 says this just is a 5. So you're not. That's no longer a 5. Okay, a little bit of progress. This can never be a 7 because it'd be next to a 1 or a 2. So 6, 7. This can't be next to a 1, so it has to be the 2. Good. This is 1, 4, 6, or 7. It can't be 4. We'll just put those in for now. Anything that's sitting next to it that we can start to rule out, I don't see them. What are these two digits? Well, this just has to be a 1. And then this just has to be a 4, which gives us a 3 and a 4. These are positives. What else? The 4 here just says that's a 1. Didn't see that. This can't be a 7 for the negative constraint, so it's a 4. This is a 6, 7, which is working fine. These are 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. Can't be 6. What are these two digits? 1 and 8, it appears to be. This can't be an 8, so it's 1. This is 8. Good. We're starting to propagate now into these regions, so we're getting a little bit better. We're getting more information is what I mean. So this is 7, 8. This is 6, 7, 6. These are not 7s. This is not a 6. This is an 8, 9 pair. These are not 1s. These are 2, 5, and 7. This is not 2. This is, 7, not 8. This is not 5. This is not 7. And this can't be 7 either because of the 1. So this is 5, 2, 7. Good. What are these digits? 1, 5, and 4. This can't be 4. This can't be 1. This is not a 5. Let's get rid of it. Okay, let's get rid of those. Trying to keep things a little clean so we're not missing any obviousness. Any of these guys? No. Okay, we're going to have to do some more Sudoku and see what's coming up. No one of those is a 1. This is not a 1. This can't be... Oh, no, this could be a 1, couldn't it? Because this could be 6, 7, or 8. Okay, let's go through the Sudoku. One of these is a 2. We get an X-wing left on 2s. What about 3s? Or we can actually just look at these two digits first. Let's make it quicker. 5, 6. Yep, we can do that. This is 5. This is 6 to the negative constraint. These are 3 and 7. This can't be a 3. 7, 3. Good. That 5 says 4. This 8 says this has to be 5 and 1. This is not 1, so this is. This is not 5, so this is. This is not 3, so this is. This is not 2, so this is. Good. Getting a ton of stuff there now. This is 6. Going back to our Sudoku, so 7, 8, 8, 7. These are two digits of 7 and 9. 9, 7. These two digits are 6 and 8. Well, this can't be 8, so it has to be 6, 8. This is a given 4. This is a given 2. Perfect. We're moving now. Moving and grooving. This is low, so it's 3. These are high. 7s, 8s, and 9s. This one just is 8. This is just 9, 8, 9. This is 6, and this is 7. There we go. Looks for, okay, we'll create a new link with that solution, but we've got 270 some, says 42 days. It hasn't been that long, I don't think. It's probably been like 3 weeks maybe since this was posted here. But anyway, really fun puzzle. I did enjoy that one. I do like this rule set of the German whispered dots. Like I said, I don't think I've seen it, but there may have been something that used it at some point, and it's been so long I haven't remembered what it was, but really fun puzzle. I enjoyed that one a lot. I'm gonna have to go back and look at these other ones. I mean, there's 400 and some of them, so I'm not gonna be able to look at all of them, but maybe something will grab my attention in some combination of rule sets there. But anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that one, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks a lot.